the crown we wear, confidence shining, love in the air, healing, restoring, together we rise. This is more.
Welcome to the It's More Than About Hair podcast. I am Tamarian Myrick, the hair loss strategist and a trichology educator.
And I am the Kenyatta Nicole, your certified trichologist and natural hair coach.
And together we're going to explore how your hair connects to your health, your life, and your confidence, because it's more than about hair. It's about who you are.
Let's talk about why scalp and hair are often the first indicator of internal imbalance.
You know, Kenyatta, I always say, your scalp is your liver. So I always explain to clients that, we have to understand that how our body detoxes. And so everybody knows how the body detox, how we, secrete whatever, but we don't talk enough about the liver. The liver is a detox pathway, and the liver does three things. It detoxifies, it stores, and releases. Okay. And so a lot of times, because of our lifestyles, our liver gets very congested, very overloaded with toxins, especially if we're on medications or if we're eating bad foods. Or even like I've seen like with men, if they work in construction or any like factories that have all toxins in the air, we don't realize that those toxins get trapped into the liver. And so because of the congested liver, we don't understand how those toxins need to be released. And it needs to be released through our skin. And we don't realize that our scalp is part of our skin. So since we have pores at our scalp, those toxins get trapped. And so how we see signs is we get itchiness, we get inflammation. Sometimes we'll get bumps on the scalp. We'll also have flakiness. So once those symptoms start, it's time to get help.
So I love that you talked about detox. Now, one of the questions that, our clients always ask us is, well, how often should I detox? Because they're in our body has different systems. And so we have to detox them separately. So we're talking about the liver. So let's talk about how often can we detox our liver? And
Yes.
is the liver is like the first to detox?
No, the liver is not the first to detox. And I always tell clients, think of seasons. We should be detoxing seasonally because that's how the earth detox, from summer to fall to spring to summer to the winter.
That was a bar.
And when you think about it, we're not really being taught to detox. All we've been taught is to go to the doctor and take these medications. But I tell clients that a lot of times we can heal ourselves. All we just need is just the detox to reset those cells. And first we should do a body detox. It could be a 7-day detox or a 14-day. I always advise clients not to do a juice detox or detoxing like intermittent fasting. I always advise doing a full body detox to get out all those toxins. We don't realize that we have parasites, heavy metals in the body, just gastric inflammation, and those are the things that are hindering the hair. And we first have to detox there. And then once we detox the full body, sometimes the liver gets congested. And so I always tell clients to detox that liver for about 30 days just to make sure that those toxins are released. And one reason is because, too, is our hormones are stored in our liver, and our hormones is how our hair grows. And so we always need that liver to kind of be healthy in order for our bodies to do what it needs to do. Those hormones need to be stored so we can put those hormones back in balance. And that's what helps our hair to grow.
That's good information. I hope y'all caught that.
Are you a stylist or beauty professional ready to take your career to the next level?
Well, the Trichology Accelerator program was built just for you. In just 9 weeks, you'll learn how to identify the root cause of hair loss, master scalp analysis, and create powerful holistic treatment plans that get your clients the results they're looking for.
You don't need to spend years trying to figure it out. I already did it for you. Now it's your turn. Become the expert. Enroll today and start transforming lives and including your own.
So, let's stay on detox because I feel like people we don't do this enough. Like you said, it's seasons.
Right.
And so, would you say we're going to detox like, is it once every season or twice a year, or just
I would say at
depends?
least twice a year, especially after the holidays, because we
Yes,
eating
that's a
all
biggie.
that nasty food. I ain't gonna say nasty.
It's good.
then.
It's good.
But
Good,
we don't
bad
realize
food.
that food's being mass produced. It has a lot of toxins that cause inflammation in the body. So I always tell clients to do a reset after the holidays. That's where we need to start. And then the next detox you can do is after May or in June. And that's another good time to detox. So, yes.
And when you said, I want to piggyback off of inflammation, and then I know in our first episode, so if y'all have not watched it, make sure y'all go check it out. We talked about different type of hair losses and how someone can have multiple hair losses. And I remember, like having a new client come in and she had multiple hair losses, but she had a lot of inflammation within the body. And so a lot of times people don't realize like that inflammation is causing your hair to come out. And then even piggybacking off of the detoxing.
Right.
When it comes to detoxing, I used to tell my clients this a lot, like, say your doctor give you a prescription and you take this prescription, it did not work, and now you're going on another prescription. But now your body still have that old prescription in your body, and it haven't even detoxed it out. So detoxing is a really good way to reset the body, like you said, get all of that old out before your body can even accept anything new. And then it also helps to cut down the inflammation in the body. Let's talk about inflammation a little bit deeper and how it can be affecting hair loss.
So I always explain that we have to think about how the body gets the inflammation. And so the key point is we got to go back to the digestive system, because that's the house of the immune system. And so since the digestive system is the house of the immune system, we have to start there. We have to start with learning what our bodies need, what our digestive system need. And so a lot of clients don't realize is that we need probiotics to help bring that good and bad bacteria back in order for the inflammation in our bodies to kind of subside. And so since the immune system lies in the digestive system, a lot of people don't realize is that if you have hair loss, if you have inflammation sitting at hair loss, if you're having those symptoms like itchiness, the burning, the tenderness, that is a sign of your digestive system is not working properly. Okay? And so we start with detoxing, and then we'll do the liver cleanse. And the next thing to do is to get on some type of probiotic, because that will help bring that bacteria back in order. And so once you're on that probiotic, those nutrients are able to absorb better to lessen the inflammation.
Okay, y'all heard it first. No, that's really good. Like, because I feel like we don't talk about detoxing enough. Like,
Right.
People, they just want to get to it, and they don't. But it's like that's a key element into growing your hair back is the detoxing. So, is there anything else we can focus? I don't want to
So let's talk about, CCCA, because your client with CCCA that have already been to a trichologist. And I think, looking at her hair now, I think the one thing that the trichologist missed was doing that detox, because you see it every day, every time she comes in. What's on her scalp?
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's dry. It's microbial coverage is always on her scalp, and it's dry, and so and sometimes it can be painful as well, and so a lot of times there's things that we can't do because it's inflamed.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, Kenyatta, for some people who don't know what microbial coverage is, what is it?
It's it's like a film on the scalp that's blocking the hair follicle from even coming up.
Right.
So we have to remove that film, and it can take a while. Like it can be after maybe the second or third time to get it off. And a lot of times, just depending on how bad it is, it can be like maybe the fourth time.
Right.
But it is a film that we need to, get off the scalp to help for that follicle to come through.
Yes. And, CCCA is inflammation driven. So I would say any of you who are dealing with CCCA, you can contact Kenyatta or our team, because there are different ways that we can help you uncover your root causes.
So I created it because I was finding that there were so many women that were still struggling with their hair. They didn't understand their hair porosity. They didn't understand their hair texture. And they was going out buying product after product, looking at video after video, and they were still confused. I need to create some to help my queens to understand their natural hair. And that way, once they understand it, then they can go out and buy the products that they need, which is going to help them to save money and time. One of the things when I thought about creating my products, I thought about the women that were struggling with dry hair, dry scalp, and wanted hair growth. And so I thought about products that was going to help to add moisture in the hair. Nora is actually my mom. My mom passed away in 2010. I decided to honor my mom and honor all the hard work she have done for me. And I named my products after Nora. Not only did I name my products after Nora, people don't know this. The logo is actually my mom's signature that I got turned into a logo.
So, Kenyatta, how hair loss impacts confidence, identity, and relationships? That's a good one.
Oh, honey.
Yes.
Our hair, you know how they say our hair is our crown. And when our hair look good, we feel good. So being here and seeing a lot of women that are women and men that's coming through the door, and I can tell that it's affecting their confidence. I just know when my hair look good, I feel good.
Right.
Like, I don't care what type of outfit I have on. If my hair done, I can go out the house any kind of way. So I know, like, just listening to the women, how it's affecting their confidence because they're losing their hair. It's not how it used to be. And so I love the fact that we're giving them a chance to, gain that confidence back. And especially like if a woman is trying to date,
that's a big one.
That's big.
A lot of them don't want to date.
Right.
Because of their hair loss.
And even though we have like different wigs, they can wear different weaves. It's like they're covering up the wholeness of their selves. And so it make them feel a certain type of way, and it can lead to depression, which can lead to stress, which can lead to more hair loss.
Right.
Even the fact, like, I know most of women that's married, like me, if that was to happen, I know my husband will accept me the way that I am, but it is a difference when you are dealing with hair loss. And, it's just you're not yourself. You're not your whole self.
And there's a lot of women that's married, their husbands haven't even seen their hair. Let's talk about
true.
that one.
That is true.
Because we did a lot of clients, and I'm like, your husband haven't seen it? They be like, no, my husband have not seen my hair.
That's true. And the thing that I love about being here, and I told you this I think last week or so, and I said I love the way that the women, they just walk around and they're not ashamed. So for us, it's like we're helping them to be like that at home as well, because you shouldn't be ashamed. It's something that you have to deal with, but learning how to deal with it, and I feel like having a conversation and
Right.
telling your family like, hey, I'm dealing with this issue, and I'm getting help and I need y'all to be a support system for
Right.
me. I feel like covering it up is only like can cause more stress. And then now more stress raise that cortisol level up, cause inflammation in the body, and then that's more hair loss. So I feel like don't hide it, don't cover it up, but talk about it. Let your family know what you're dealing with, and then that's going to relieve some more stress from off of you, and it's going to help them along their journey.
Yes, yes. Kenyatta, can you bring in natural hair stories of self-acceptance?
The big ones is when women are transitioning from natural.
Oh,
No,
yes.
transitioning
From relaxer to natural.
Yep. And not even relaxers, but also weaves.
Okay.
Because they have wore weaves for a very long time. And a lot of times when women are transitioning from the weaves, their hair is not so healthy.
Yes.
They are dealing with a lot of issues up under them wigs and weaves. So normally when a woman is wearing wigs and weaves, the hair is long. But their hair up underneath is short. It can be broken off. And so now them getting comfortable with wearing their own hair. That's one of the biggest struggles that I've seen. So what I do is I talk to them about self-love and enjoying the journey all the way through, because if you are so worried, if you can't accept where you are, you're never going to reach your goals.
That's a good one.
So that's one of a little plug. That's one of the things I talk about in the My Natural Hair book, workbook, and journal is let's talk about self-love. Let's talk about how do you love yourself, because once you start loving yourself, then you can be on a journey to accepting where you are, and then you're going to get the goals that you want for your hair. So some of the things I do is I tell them affirmations. Look in the mirror. I saw this within myself, like, wow, I'm brushing my teeth. While I'm brushing my teeth, there's been a lot of times that I don't even look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like we'll pass by the mirror and don't look.
I think we don't look at ourselves enough.
Yes. So now I'm making sure that I look in the mirror. I'm making sure that I say affirmations like I love my hair. I love where I am now. I even say the affirmations as though I'm already, whatever that goal is, like I know I want my hair thicker. I don't like, I'm good with my length, but it's more of a like just thicker and healthier. And so in the mirror, I say, oh, my hair look good. My hair looks healthy. My hair is just nice and hydrated. And even I'm on a getting back in the gym, working out.
Right.
So I'm looking at my body and I'm like, girl, you fine, honey. Look at you. So it's like just embracing the journey where you are now. And that's going to build confidence, and then that's going to help you along your journey. Even we all go through that ugly stage.
Right.
We're going to go through it, even embrace, because nobody knows how you feel but you.
Right.
So, Tamarian,
Yes.
tell us about a time where you helped a client internally on her hair loss journey.
Okay, so that was recently. I had a client. She's been with me for about 3 to 4 months. And we're seeing results. But one thing that she told me, she came in one day and she was like, guess what? She said, I went to the doctor and got some blood work done. And my doctor told me that my cholesterol is normal now. And I was like, what? And she asked me, she was like, what what is different that you're doing? And she told her that she's seeing a trichologist and she put me on this protocol to help lower down my cholesterol, because she said one of my root causes was cholesterol issues. And I didn't realize cholesterol was typically inflammation in the body, inflammation that's clogging up the arteries. And so that can really restrict my hair from growing, restrict my blood flow to my scalp. So when I heard that, that was like confirmation on keep going, to really educate clients on learning what type of condition they have and how they can really get their bodies healthy holistically, really get rid of the condition holistically. And so we don't realize the power of holistic healing. And that was one of, those stories I could tell you.
I love that,
Yes.
girl. So we are changing lives over
Yes,
here
we
at
changing
Restore
lives.
Salon and Trichology Center. Boom, boom.
So, Kenyatta, I always tell clients, hair loss is about the body, the mind, and the life. How can you break that down?
So, hair loss is, when it comes to the body, it's what's going on within our body. What are you doing to contribute to the hair loss?
Yes.
And
The mind.
with the mind, it's how are you thinking?
Oh, that's a big one. let me piggyback on that. And so one thing as a trichologist, one thing that we tell clients about is the emotions. We don't realize that the emotions is the big one. We do this scan called the Zyto Health Scan, which will tell us your emotions right at that very moment. And then once clients see their emotions, that's what really gets them. They are at a point where they're at a breaking point. They start crying. And so clients don't realize is that those emotions have to be in check. So for my clients, I tell them, hey, you need to go see a counselor, because that's where you need to start with your hair growth journey.
That's deep.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's the biggest thing. We talked about that earlier, or either on number one. But that is so important. And I know that's something that we're looking into adding to what we're already doing, is someone to help through the emotional part of it, because that's number one, actually, like you said.
Right.
Yeah. And life, when it comes to life, it's what are you doing in your daily life that's contributing to your hair loss. Some of the daily routines that can help is meditation, working out. How are you eating? When are you eating? Is what you are doing adding to your hair loss, or is it helping your hair loss? So I know for me, like working out, we just started back. That's really been helping me.
Yes.
Like with my mental, physically, what are you doing? So the life part is a really big contributor to hair loss. Yesterday I was talking to a friend, and I was like, hey, after I did my self-care, I went on a walk. And what I did was I set my timer to walk 15 minutes. When it stopped, then I knew I had to walk 15 minutes back. So that was a total of 30 minutes. So it's just that simple. So sometimes we just have to change up our life habits to help us when it comes to our hair loss.
And I would say, add to that, we can also listen to something inspirational. I know one thing that I do is, if I need some motivation or just a pick me up, I'll turn on a podcast or I'll turn on some jazz music, just kind of
Yes.
get my my mental ready, get my spirit ready, and just start feeling better. Because I think that's one thing too, that we got to find ways just to help us feel better.
Yes, yes. And it's whatever that is to you. And even let us know in the comments, like, what do you do to help you when it comes to your mental? Because I know a lot of times, people will ask, well, what do you do?
Right.
Just because what I do, it may not work for you.
Yes.
But finding those ways, I'm going to tell y'all this story. Like, I had my kids when I was young. And so I got, married young, like I've been with my husband for 28 years. And so me finding out what are the things that I love to do, because they change all the time. So don't be afraid to try new things.
Right.
See what you like and just try it out. You never know if you gonna like it or not. So I always tell my clients that too. Just try something that you always, thought like wanted to try, and see if you like it or not, and then incorporate it into your daily lives.
And I think a lot of us are so complacent.
We are.
We have this one way of doing things, and I think that can be an issue as well. Like you said, we got to find different ways of doing things.
Yes. So we're gonna leave off on that. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast, episode 2. And make sure y'all like, share this live, and comment below. What are some of your takeaways from this podcast? And what are some things that we can help you with when it comes to your hair loss journey and your hair journey along the way? So let us know in the comment. And make sure y'all share.
Yes. And if you are in the Atlanta area and in need of a trichologist or a hair loss specialist, you can visit us at www.tricholrestore.com. Our address is 1025 East West Connector, Suite 604 in Austell, Georgia.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye.
It's more than a body. It's a crown we wear, confident shining.